And we're back with another episode of Let's Play Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. I'm your host, the RPG Guy, and we are going to start taking a look at this Sakura Takumi. This apparently clone of a Japanese Toyota, looks like to me, or a Nissan maybe. But yeah, we're going to take a look at this car and do some work on it, I think, and restore this bad boy. I want to do this before I do cars that look like more modern. This clearly looks like a car from like the 1980s, maybe the early 90s even. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about that. Okay, so we need everything except the front fender. And so yeah, this time around I think I'm going to start with the car frame itself. And what we should do first and foremost is just get this going. Get this going as well. As we watch in real time the rust disappear. Okay, now it looks all nice and shiny and new. Except that it's still dirty, but we'll do the light stuff first here. Let's go ahead into bodywork specifically, actually. We should go into here. Now, we don't need a back bumper unless we can get an improved bumper, which it looks like we can. So, bumper, hood, lights, rear bumper, and lights. Take this off, because we'll just sell that. Hold on, wait a minute. This is a little correct. Oh. That's the other car. Okay, okay. Whoops! Be help if I buy the right car parts, right? So I spent a little bit in the wrong area there, but oh well. I believe the bumper. And really, it's everything else. Door. A trunk. The windshields. Okay. And really quick, I'm just gonna put this extra gear that I've bought. I'm gonna put it on the other car, so that way I don't buy it again on accident, kind of a thing. If anything, we could actually restore the frame of the other car that's over there. Oh, you know what? I didn't do anything about this. Oh, well, I think we bought a new one anyway, didn't we? We did. We'll see if we can repair it. I doubt we can. Yeah, we can't anyway. So it didn't hurt anything to have that happen to us. Alright, hood, bumper, headlights, and then trunk, taillight. Oh! I know this seems like a weird thing to do, but may as well do it while we're here. Okay, no trunk on this one. But doesn't mean we're necessarily done here. Door, window, that, door, window, that. We got the upgraded hood. Got a bumper. Kind of doing two cars at the same time. And looks like we repaired the front bumper anyway, but that's all we repaired. Well, you know what? Let's do this too while we're at it. So apparently you guys know what car I'm going to work on next after this car. Because I've already started it here. Don't worry though, once the frame is done, once the exterior frame is done, I'm done working on this car. Just because, yeah. Didn't kind of mean to do this out of order-ish, but oh well. I bought the parts, I just may as well get them out of my inventory, so do I, and the reason being is I don't want to accidentally sell them. Because there's no evidence or suggestion that I won't accidentally do that. I've made so many mistakes before playing games, just little ones that aren't like game-breaking or horrible, but they are mistakes nonetheless that I would like to avoid. Okay, there we go. And last but certainly not least, for both cars, go to plates. Let's do. Let's see, lots of options here. No, I don't see a Japanese license plate, so we'll just do a Chinese one then. Hate to say it, but eh. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, no J's. Well, maybe not. Let's see. We'll do. Prince Edward Island. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, that's a nice looking license plate. Not gonna lie. Oh, seriously? This is how they're gonna make us do this? Why can't we just type it in? Okay, this is dumb. They used to let you just type it in. Maybe there's because they're doing it for the console players. God damn you console people, always making life harder for everyone else. No, I'm just kidding. Takumi 69. Yeah. Wait, what? Didn't I not buy those? I didn't fucking buy it. God damn it. Seriously? Alright, well, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna type it in again. It's also pretty expensive, too. But in real life, those custom plates probably are really expensive. So, forget about it. Alright, there we go. So that's good. Let's look at the engine now. Okay. Clearly this thing is a heaping pile of shit. And like usual, as we have before, rather, let's grab everything we know that's not here. Starter. I think I already got battery in there. That's probably bad. And then we need to see what we can fix. Some of this is probably repairable. From the look of it. And then other stuff, definitely not. That thing's toast. We know there's probably going to be a better power steering option. Probably not a better water pump option, so we'll grab that now. Again, it kind of looks repairable. Probably not, though. Not replaceable. Not replaceable. Not replaceable. In case I didn't have it in there. And apart it comes. So two things here. That we know we need. Don't know about the rest. Till we get the car lifted here. Something holding it in. I don't see any crankshaft, yeah, so we'll need 3 of those. Take this apart. That. Remember, we're upgrading all of this stuff. Crankshaft out. I don't think we can repair this engine block. I'm just going to tell you that right now. What I should do is take the engine out with this. And then take it over here. Ah! Whatever. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Sudden lag. Is sudden lag is sudden. Huh. You know the game just updated recently too? So maybe I'm wondering if that has something to do with it. So again, we're going to repair as many parts as we can, thus allowing for us to not have to pay as much to repair the car entirely. And that goes to even the stuff that has to be upgraded. We're just going to sell this stuff. So luckily, if we're very lucky, yes, we get the crankshaft to repair as well. A very expensive part. And then we'll install that engine. take it off at its unfortunate 8%. We can't repair it. Okay, so let's get back here. Engine block 14. Yeah, we'll need that. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think that would be there or that, so that's fine. Nope. So we're going through our list to grab everything that we need. We know the reservoir is going to be radiator, no. Starter, no. Relays and fuses are not going to be high quality spark plugs. Grab those because we know we need those. Camshaft, we'll get one of those because there's only one. Power steering pump, yoink. Crankshaft pulley, water pump, belt tensioner, timing belt, piston with con rods. 4 of those bad boys. Cam gear engine head cover, yoink. Gearbox is in a separate area. The bearing is not a big one, but that is. Clutch plate and the flywheel. Oops, engine block, darn it. But the engine block's not going to be in here anyway, so. Engine block. Well, I don't think it would be in there. Yeah, I didn't think so. Grab that. Gearbox is in a different area. Let's grab that. Let's go to electrical really quick, because we have this, so that's the pump. We don't have the module. Battery we need. Radiator starter. 2 relays. 2 fuses. Medium fuse C. 2 relays. Relay B. That. Grab that. 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 I think I repaired that, so we'll skip that for now. I'll leave it on the list, but we'll skip it for now. Alright. Okay, yeah, we have the water pump. Our crankshaft, that's working fine. So let's go into here. Buy us that alternator. sucker on. And then I think I have one short. Yep. Nice. Really quick. That too. And if we actually go here, we need this and this. I know I'm missing the other thing. I fucking blacked out on that one, didn't I? Or zoned out on that one. Forgetting the... I think I accidentally knocked that off there. I guess I didn't need the pulley. Alright, that looks pretty good. With that. Now we gotta work underneath the engine here. Slowly get this all installed. Alright. Let's put her in. We weren't able to fix that. We were able to fix that. we go. Wait. Okay. It's all looking pretty good. There's a few things we still got to do. Like this front exhaust port has to eventually get into there. So we can do the rest of that. But first things first, let's refill our reservoirs. That way we don't have to dick around with that later. Because digging around with that is always a problem. It's weird though, they won't let us put in the part that goes here before putting in the lower part, so unless I'm seeing that wrong. Which is very likely. But we'll also get the upgraded exhaust going as well, and then that'll be squared away roughly. Then we gotta work on the lower area. The suspension and all that. Arguably the most time-consuming element. I don't know, it's hard to say. I know I've been kind of quiet this episode just because I'm getting kind of lost in thought about the work that we're doing on these cars, and it just occurs to me all of a sudden that it's like, interesting that I can get the engines done relatively quickly. I spend a lot of time on the suspension. Maybe it's because there's a chance that more stuff can be repaired there. I don't know. It's a lot more busy work, especially because you got to do the tires too. Maybe that's part of it. Okay, so that's all pretty much squared away. And strangely enough, theoretically, we could run some tests. Like, we could run a tire test. That's 4 XP. I don't see why not. But there's no point in testing anything else because we're still missing stuff in the back there. Alright, let's raise the car, do the exhaust and the gearbox. And then we'll take the tires off and try to restore what we can of those. I knew I forgot to put something in the car. Put the starter in. There we go. And then there's what I'm looking for there. So we still gotta go to the main element of the car anyway, the engine. But excluding the engine block, most of the engine we were able to repair. Like the more expensive parts. No, we had to upgrade some of those parts, but we'll get some money back on the parts when we sell them. Okay. So that looks like a completed engine to me, and hooded area. So next step is we'll deal with the tires. Yeah, we'll deal with these now. Before we deal with the suspension itself. Because again, as usual, I like to know that I've completed this area of the car when I finally re-equip the tire back onto the car. So the only way to, in my opinion, to really know that is to have the tire ready to go, so we're not fixing that last. Kind of doing things in a sequence, you know? The other thing, too, is we can work on the back of the car as well first, instead of the front this time. Maybe it'll feel a little nicer, because we can put the drive shaft back on the car. You know? So I might work on the back of the car first, and it's missing a fuel tank and a fuel filter as well, so... Again, it's something we gotta consider. We're gonna try to repair the rims of the car. It looks like we're probably not gonna be able to repair one of them, though, so we'll have to buy that rim. But, you know, that's to be expected. at this juncture. You know, what are you really gonna do? Pretty sure we're not gonna be able to repair all the rims. Yeah, one of them's just so badly busted. This is not an option. Okay. And it is 13 inches. Now what do we got here? Standard tire, 185/70/13. So 185/70. So we may as well just do all of these at once. Install. At least this is a little bit more interesting of a process. And it can be done faster than in previous games. The negative is that you can't do both jobs at the same time. You can't run the thing that puts the tire on versus the balancer at the same time, which is what we used to be able to do. But it's not an automated sequence in real life. It shouldn't be an automated sequence here. So that's probably why they did this, on top of the fact that they needed more mechanics in the game. Okay, tires are done. Fuel tank. And we need a fuel pump. We're going to install those now. They're very easy to forget. Okay, let's take a look. Again, we'll need a new one of these. I don't know if we can repair this, so we'll have to try that out. This looks possibly repairable. Looks repairable. Looks repairable. Not. And I don't think these caps are fixable. Neither are the springs. Get this all off. We'll start figuring out what we can repair and what we can't. That doesn't look like it could be repaired very easily. let's see what we can do with this. Minimum repair work here. Minimum cost. I think it's in the order of our inventory, too. Oh, fail. Okay, saw both cylinders in there. That's good. That's the big one. Okay. So we had 2 failures, and that's just gonna happen. That's good. Nice, all 4 bolts are there. Both of those are there. Both of these, I think, are there. No, only one of those is there. Just says there's only one of these. You know, I didn't check. Hold on. We didn't check over here. Ah, okay, so you can repair the... You just can't repair brake drums. It would look like. And then it depends on how jacked up they are. So ventilated brake discs and regular brake discs can be repaired. And we should be repairing at this table from now on, I think. It puts us close to this. The broken stuff, or the stuff that couldn't be repaired, or the stuff that the stuff that I also broke. Some of it I broke, some of it was just unrepairable. Not able to be repaired. And this rear suspension's about to be pretty much done here. Nice. Alright, so now we have the front to deal with. 2 brake pads for sure. Caliper might be salvageable, but we don't know that till we actually try. Though it didn't look like it. We'll need 2 of those. We need 2 of these. Take that off. Alright. 2, 4. So we need 8 of those. Off it goes. Should have everything pretty much done for sorted out for this side on our list. Two of those. 2 of those. 2 of those. 8 of these. 2 of those. 2 inner. 2 sway bar links. 1 sway bar. 2 of those. 2 of those. Alright. Before we do any repairing of anything, let's go over here really quick. That way I don't have to think about this later. I doubt any of that's repairable, but you don't know unless you try. But in order to even attempt to make the attempt, we have to actually try. Even though here we can do multiple tasks at once. Oh, the steering thing got fucking jacked up. That sucks. That's an expensive part. Again, this hesitation's acting weird. A little bit of weird lag all of a sudden. I just checked before running that nothing was running in the background. But like I said before, the game kind of updated. I'm wondering if that has something to do with it. At least we didn't lose the cross member, though, because that's usually a pretty valuable part. It's a pretty cool tool, what can I say? Alright, we're gonna need a new... I forgot to put the radiator in, darn it! That's okay. I'm pretty sure we bought it, too. It gives me another reason to open up the engine again. The engine bay. down really quick. We need this and that. It's just easier to grab them in such a way. The cylinder, because we didn't repair one of the cylinders, and it's a harder. It's one of those items that unless you have it broken in your inventory and add it to a list that way, it's pretty awkward to add to your list. There we go. Alright. Let's lower the car for a second, because we clearly can't... It can't be this way. Without the radiator. Also means coolant's got to be inserted. Okay. Getting that lag again. I don't know what's causing that, guys. I'll get to the bottom of it. But first, let's go to the test path and do the tire alignment and everything else. Ooh, we also got to clean the car. Cleaning. Alright, look at that sexy beast. It's not quite sexy yet. We need to do a little bit more to it. Let's get it painted, because sometimes when you paint a car, it makes it go faster. When you paint it a hot, flashy color... I'm just being a dick. Alright, there's a couple types of liveries here. Okay, so there's really only the 3. That one looks pretty weak. That one's okay. Okay, that one's probably the most unique. Should look metallic. It looks like a metal-styled car from back in the day. And then let's go with... I guess white is really the right color for this car. We'll go with the paint. Yeah. Now we're not done yet. Okay, so we know a little bit here. What else do we need to know? Sakura Takumi. So let's go. There's the bench. I'm happy with both of those options. That should somewhat match. And then let's go ahead and move it to the dyno and see how we did. And there it goes. Now again, the type of engine that's in it might be part of its problem, but we'll just see how much better it does. 148, so almost a 46% increase. Nice. And a 40% increase in the NM, whatever that is. Alright. Pneumatic pressure, maybe? I don't know. So, there we go. Let's take it back to slot 1. And before we do anything else, let's try her out. And we're off. We hit up 50 miles per hour, 55. Assuming that's miles per hour on the right there, and then up on top is 200 is the kilometers per hour. Ooh! Well, we learned that the track does actually end, which is kind of funny. As they... There we go. Return to garage. I should check on something, too, in our stores, because there's areas of the store we haven't touched yet. I'm wondering if I'm missing something here. I'm wondering if there's, upgradable stuff that we just haven't tapped into. Oh, okay, these are just add-ons for the roof. I don't really care about that. Plates. Okay, so no, it's the only thing we haven't fiddled with is the add-on. And I'm not worried about that, really. And I have a feeling it's going to be that some cars... We messed with a car that I think had an add-on option on above it, but it's really not necessary. Alright, so let's do one more test. Then we'll look at the financial stats of the car. Handle's pretty good. That should give us results on everything else. Because all of that should be great. Okay. Strangely enough, that's how you can check the gearboxes. And all the other stuff, too. Because you can feel the gears and stuff probably shifting beneath you and all that. Alright, let's take a look at the final numbers. Parts value 21 and 12, so that's 36, 37. Parts performance parts value is another 13, but the condition bonus I guess we're getting is 14, 8, 42. So that negates the performance parts. So 20, 30, so 34 plus that 34, 44. So okay, so they're saying our profit is about 56,000. I guess so. Again, I don't know how they're getting these numbers, and maybe it's just because my math isn't that great. Because we have parts value and then performance parts value. I'm wondering if this amount is added into this amount. Like the 13,000 is already in here, but I don't know. And then the body parts value is another thing too. It's really hard to say, but 56,550, and if we go into our items list, we have some stuff that we fixed and some stuff we bought accidentally. No, mostly stuff that we've actually fixed. Would be the stuff that's on the newer side. We sell off all these old parts with a few parts from the other car, but nothing significant for about almost a little under 2,000 or so, I think that was. And yeah, so that's another car done. This being the Sakura Takumi, which we'll be adding to our list of finished cars. We're also going to note that it is also a 14, what is it, a SOC 14? Yeah, a SOC 14. So I'm going to put that in there too for this particular car. That way there's no question that we've done it. Sakura Takumi. It's SOHC, isn't it? What is it? SOHC, yeah. And that's another car down. Again, it's great that we've gotten it this far ahead, and we'll probably compare a lot of these cars to each other further down the road. But until then, we're not going to bother with that. And I want to thank you guys for stopping by. And as usual, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/JackTarStudios for more live gaming action. And as I said, when we come back, we've got 3 cars still to work on. One of them, I think, being a pretty beastly engine. Definitely a V8 there. And then we've got like maybe a V6 here, it looks like. So we'll probably pull the V6 one in to the shop. For now. And we'll get working on this one. As it stands, I'm probably going to work on this car next, since we already somewhat started on it accidentally. And so that kind of makes this the prime candidate for next time. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by again, and we will see you guys next time.